them here when I'm in Dana.
No, you know what?
Now when I'm from time about here in West BC, it's wood or Fantina.
Fanti Mintis Okada.
You know, Mark of Fantacho or point me, Yanni.
Oh, Chairman. Hannah will come in Tis Okada.
Welcome. Each, also.
Coffee Flamingo.
Maybe I was on the February. Eddie, see a show.
Okay.
At the end, the children now don't say sunny.
Okay.
At the children, sir, no, I try one was sunny. But the children, son, one no name in Abuma. And the Hondies over through Yaman about. And then you drew a the end cash. Boys, say the BRC now here. I feel the assembly now, which it is only right. Say, will give clarity and union Thomas Partey in the contract situation at Arsenal. And why the news have come out said Thomas Ebefi Arsenal. For context, Thomas has been at Arsenal for 5 years. And 5 years now, or about Arsenal. No. So, Kaya of Atletico de Madrid and of about Arsenal. At that point in time, Semedo go back into the year Partey every Atletico Madrid about Arsenal now. Which it was on the transfer deadline day and you and a Partey make his arm move. The details is that at that point in time, na Atletico for 1% Omoma Thomas Partey contract extension. There were two main midfielders in the Atletico de Madrid midfield, Rodrigo and Thomas Partey. Man City became the fire Rodrigo Cascante Ekoe and a car Thomas Partey or Hodom. Now they needed to extend his contract. Almost try it, contract negotiations. I did back up and I get the contract negotiations. Na Partey Sika no pen omo di amano. No more years no pen no di amano contract. But Sika anase commissioners and can let go Madrid for a chairman agents. No, they are not agreed to give it to him at the time. So it was supposed to be a 10% commission. Which everybody on Atletico de Madrid board at TSS on mutual commission or the party agents at the time, except the president of Atletico Club de Madrid. And the deal could not go on. In fact, and you made Arsenal for a friend Partey catcher and say, oh, and come congratulating on the contract now over sign on Atletico de Madrid no. And hold on, start here Partey catcher and say, oh, contract economy and sign. I'm most likely going to leave the club. And because maybe I didn't could do no, a better thing sign because of an commission is also chairman agent. Arsenal so fine. Commission in this Kebia. The better chairman agent and saying Thomas told them, and then they went ahead to pay. He became an Arsenal player. Summary of the overview of minutes at Thomas Partey. In the last 2 years, you say, and your Partey performances na above form, but the availability and the durability as a player. Now start falling Sherenya because Tommy Beboka cran with pra, Obetse Notchna, groin injury, foot injury, there were a whole lot of issues. In fact, there were a time where Partey should have been the next captain at Arsenal after Granit Xhaka. But it didn't go to him for a lot of reasons. I am perceiving which in the year 2020-2021, Partey about 30 appearances at my team at Arsenal and about 21 games and on Messi here in that season. 21-22 season, about 25 games at my team at Arsenal. Or Messi 19 games at 23, 22-23. About 40 games and Messi 6 at Then in the 23-24, of about 16 games, missing 34. Rich, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, which is the penultimate year. No, if you want now start for start somewhere. I see starting here. Can Partey be durable? Obetimi abama yana. Adding to the Partey, the availability na babe issues kakramaye. What do we have to do? Rich, when Partey changed a couple of things, like the physical trainers, the DNA, a lot of focus now on family orientation, and it's about staying home, and it's in the final year, which is last season, Partey bought 52 games in Arsenal.
Only one game.
I may say one game. One. And Ukrabeka, one Black Stars game, it is a party say, oh, Yari, one can say, proud, normal, regular sickness. And I'm a party, message our game. So he has been very durable. Which, because of this, Arsenal Fono decided, say, okay, although it has been a long time in the contract negotiation, you know, because in the first and second year, no party unavailability, you know, affect your you know. They decided that in the final year, they are going to give a branch friend Thomas Partey the contract extension now of Shoshano. Which almost starts any party it's now said in common about contract extension. No crane say now almost said that in a conclusion in terms of whether they will agree on the length of the contract and it's come to man. Which when you say baby see a contract extension there, then it's always an improved offer of the old one. See, you can see a terminative contract there, then obviously they don't reward you for that. But some what's not there, they will give you an improved offer. Which Partey Koya, the amount of money that they were giving him, which is from the 10 million original, expecting to go to 11 or 12 million annually, you know. Now it's not funny. Say, oh, you share a record, not just over last year, but the last couple of years now. I say, we need so certain so be durable. I feel you feel crying air quenimono. It's a see a 2 cigars cramao. Near amount time. So it's me more consistent next season. Then there are going to be some bonuses attached. Which are uncertainty, you know. The fact that Thomas Partey Arsenal come for the future may be a little bit bleak now. He decided that he was going to
move on, yeah.
And Mr. Christian Noga is not a replacement for Thomas Partey. Almost the same players. Almost even similar. Christian Noga is a DM, proper 6 without the ball. I've said it several times. For me, if you look at how Mikel Arteta won the ball, anyhow, at Arsenal are more interested in the first phase and build up this animal. The number 1 replacement for Thomas Partey in your team is going to be Martin Ibanez Zubimendi. Yes, it could have been Jorginho, but then 3 players are similar in terms of ball playing. So if Partey is not there in the starting lineup, and Martin Ibanez Zubimendi, who is going to be the number 6 that controls possession on the ball. Once a better friend Christian Nogard will be a more box to box without the ball player. Or no better say they can retrieve Bubundia, then a better friend Declan Rice and Bekwaba. In just and follow, I've understood that Thomas would have to go, but there are a lot of suitors. The only thing is that I mean, so Biabeka say, oh, any Partey Saudi Arabia. You see, I don't know if you realize the Saudis in the last 1 year have been very careful about age.
Any players or
any brand. So there hasn't been any viable option for Saudi Arabia, a public. Say a private to Thomas Partey, I do not know. I've not been briefed on that. But public, I don't know about that. But the other options, Juventus or Italy, they are part of the teams that are wanting to get Thomas Partey. There is a club in the English Premier League that wants Thomas Partey. In Turkey, 2 clubs have asked about Thomas Partey if you'd want to come. Ni na no utie okobaka kokotie Thomas Partey interview on Michael Otie. He speaks about say the decision will be based on the security of Negeri and Neba plus on the football before he'll be able to do a job. The statistics of comparison of Abanche friend Christian Nogard and Thomas Partey are successful passes. Partey are way ahead of him, or you're more ball-sided. Christian Nogard and you're ball-sided. Passing accuracy, Partey 87, Nogard 80. More ball-sided on your ball, more ball-sided. The touches, everything, progressive carries in possession and on the ball here. Partey is largely ahead of him. And you see, Arsenal are not replacing Thomas Partey with Nogard. More of another addition because they are losing Jorginho and Partey, so they need another midfielder. And I experience the English Premier League. Also, the 30 Musa Oko, and they want to add him to it, and we'll see how things are going to go.
I sad as a Ghanaian. Yeah. I mean, in your captain.
Yeah.
Ever for Arsenal.
Yeah.
In the coming years, you know. From the Ghanaian perspective, there. I mean, yeah, but to some extent, confused our explanation of the American player. As all Arsenal for the Swatsi.
Yeah.
Because the moves are branded on one, he's aging. On Shedanya available, so whenever ebia ohia pa ebia next year another last year nkwan na ebetumi aka say
no yeah very
na available so nti say we answer you consider all these things now the kokani age na e grow no ho a no ma me feel say branch no ho me de me ni amanfo ya onko Saudi ni bi so nya class ni bi onko Saudi bi
e ba no be ko
ze baby a Partey do no di bi na so ya football bi
which ana de bi asase na mo kam yana
Kofi onko jiska ni bi mi di
na de Partey ni scanner
oh scabas epokran so togmo
de bi na make a choose
say Ronaldo no ni Messi da so pesca adentina ni say e Partey pesca
but are you certain that Ronaldo is about money?
Oh come on Kofi
no maybe say oh are you certain?
Yeah
well I don't think there is just about
me sure pa say Ronaldo be shane say look is it me career na mu e ba na wi obi ma me sika wa me ntina onye
but Ronaldo makes more money from the businesses hotels and
those now and me catch me say epokura nso esa to me
make us say so for me the conversation ana edin common na man ko say boys so who yes can to mon konko gibi oh yes kasa me no botom na wo hwe de sa nkomo no ono no botom no ebusia no bia
okay me ba wo Patos kasa or you filter rich.
Let me tell you this story. If you take 300,000 pounds a week, near £250,000 a week as tax.
Yeah.
Not 250,000 pounds in 5 years. 5 years. Rich. If Partey is somebody that wants to live life, he will probably have a lot of investments. I have a man a lot of money. If he stops football playing today. Unless the money has been mismanaged. I mean, because I saw Cody, and I don't have a problem with that going. But of course, on money,
but Europe, I won't go here. Uncle Timmy, say Europe.
I would like him to go to Italy. Say Juve for no one team there. I'll be very experienced in their team.
Okay.
I would love to see Thomas Partey in the Italian Serie A.
Right.
The only issue is that rich. Sikano so share that north south honor. Says he asked now for 6 million come the Maui. And no be on the Maui honor. If they can give him 11 million, then they have to get a job done. Which Arsenal will sign Benjamin Sesko. It's a plan to be patient and then get the boy to push the deal further before they go and trigger. Yes, the conditions are a little bit high, but they'll get a job done. There is an update on our brand friend Jimmy Bino Gatons. Which Dortmund for Chelsea player friend Kani Chukwuemeka. In the last 3 days, Chelsea for have met Dortmund again in America. So we have Club World Cup. About Gettins. The problem is that Seb Keomono is very, very stubborn in trying to allow Chelsea have their way. Makacho, the problem is not about the release clause in itself. Sikane so much itself 65 million. It's about the structure in which way Chelsea will pay it. Before the Club World Cup, yes, Sika first offer, second offer. Now they are more about the structure and how Chelsea for the yes cano and the other team friend Dortmund for. Now the advantage Chelsea have is that and then now Sam Keller didn't come on. Or say for Kani Chukwuemeka, they want him to stay on Dortmund. And that means that if they will help Chelsea, no matter go Sam Kakra to get Jimmy Gatons and they will do that deal. What I'm hearing this morning is that Chelsea are getting ever closer to signing a branch friend Jamie Bino Gatons. With time we'll talk about him. I can't just say Chelsea here. First team say Gatons is just two things and idea Chelsea shushe. One, explosive winger. Oh yeah, direct. Two, player at every dribble be on your chair and a shot may be actually. So they believe that a wing will go from the wide area and also very explosive in expanding the game for Chelsea Football Club. We'll see how it goes. Sports is reporting that Chelsea wants Marc-André ter Stegen. I want to take it to the paint of salt. Meaning, Barcelona are positioning very well ter Stegen to get somebody to come and buy him. Chelsea have 5 goalkeepers. Somebody to another goalkeeper. And you're more on a branch friend Mike Maignan, who is an opportunity on the markets to get than a branch friend Marc-André ter Stegen. There is an update. This time from Athletic Club.
Not from Barcelona.
Athletic Club for also Edin Como. And now just a few minutes, I'll run into it. Rich. And now, the report from a radio based in Bilbao, Cremona, were reporting, say, club president, John Uriat, and general director, John Besarategui, and decided, say, I'm informing the RFEF and the Professional Football League body. say omo intend so be supervise Barca economic operations no. They know Barca are not within the 1:1 rule and should not be able to sign Nico Williams. But the truth of the matter is Athletic Fono, they are not happy. They are not happy with two things. The public admiration of Barca Fono. I come over here and say, oh, the boy wants to come. They have done the deal for him. No. They have decided that although the boy through his agent have told us that they want to go to Barcelona, they want to make sure say more clarity from the RFEF for they say, okay, Barca for no music and they can pay and they can register. If they don't get assurances from there, they'll begin to drag their feet. Again, Athletic Club for they say they are not willing to negotiate with our branch friend Nico Williams. Into Nico Banoka say, oh, me person me call Barcelona. It's me sermo. Me see kana nkesa nkamutia omu 58 million no. Munye will be kakra na kabasa for anything in structure in certain ways, whether before June 30th, whether after June 30th, whichever of the financial windows no. Athletic Club for say they would want assurances from the RFEF first, and they will negotiate with our branch friend Nico Williams. The thing is that there was Barca's 125th anniversary celebrations and now one reporter called. After that, there were regular interviews of him. One reporter said on TSS Athletic Club before one say omo pay assurance omo call RFEF for no. What's inappropriate? You don't discuss Barca with another body, with Obi Option Isikasem. Come and talk to us. Maybe we Isikasem munchao. But see Rich, all of this I keep on telling you, say a negotiation strategy from both ends. The plan to let Nico go to the club and let him know some Nico was to get Athletic Club to come out and show a one card. Because all throughout this conversation, Atletico had never showed their hand. Now it has been clear of their stand. Say they show their hand. They have questions on Barca financial standards. Barca's next move will be that, okay, you don't have to go there. See, we can let you know what our plan is. No, they are doing him. Then if they have to break the ice of the relationship now, they can mend it and then move on from there and sign our branch friend Nico Williams. So the chess will go on. Maybe 3 weeks. The 3 weeks is probably going to be at the end of the first week of July. By that time, we should get clarity on what will happen to Nico Williams. Athletic Club for Nipo Musika. Barca for no super boy. No? We'll see how things are going to go on from there. And we'll see how Juan Laporta will get a banter, your friend Nico Williams. I don't know if you've heard, but it looks as if Marcus Rashford underground a pushy for Barcelona deal. No? As Barcelona. I'm hearing that Barca will not mind, even after signing Nico Williams, say Omunya branch friend Marcus Rashford on loan for Manchester United. Omunya on loan, then they will look at the possibility of next summer, maybe an option to buy, an obligation to buy, or getting him our club and permanently for him to be there. Brian Mbeumo looks like he will come to United. Matthias Cunha, it's already sorted. Obey team a friend Manchester United player Yamia Aduma next season, and I think that's going to be a good addition. Maybe by saying by Bissau, away. Oh sorry.
Yeah, two players.
I feel Rose what two players. Away.
Malaysia.
And you really as well you have psychological issues in Abel.
Boaza.
No, as a born and Otimo. Otimo born. Yeah. My first year,
but the hack bad on.
Then
I said, one day be a pen of pan, a chin better. No church because because it's our grown for the grown for us all goes on board on the end back Van de Beeky, one our coach in Ayas, and Obama Manchester went to be more. Obey a coach under this same player went to be improved.
Terry Malaysia, so bad.
Because it's Satale Malaysia. They go be interested in Sapa Panidi.
Yeah, but who can I see me? You were on the show, and then you were code K12 me de mouse so coffee kesima. Like I've always been saying, you know, a Betway code, senior DBA, and then Club World Cup games on and a European and a 21 next stage of games no so on but the bema fast and no so cry first one a 20 5B4 FE2 second one a 20 5B4 E29 third one a 20 5B4952. When the last one, a 205B43E3. Which may take his screenshots and also be screen recorded. These are the codes and get them out. So we so configure. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. That's it.